Yo, what's poppin', gamers? Hello and
Hey,
welcome to the fourth
hey,
qualifying race, the last chance.
yo, and we are live. We're back for the fourth and final qualifier race for this DKC 20% tournament. Once again, my name is Mark, and I'm gonna be one of the commentators for this qualifier race. I'm really looking forward. I was commentating the earlier qualifier race as well, so it's good to be back. I hope you're all doing well, gamers. We see some serious monkey business as we're
Whoa,
just waiting for the racers to get ready before starting. Just like 2 or 3 more runners are just waiting to ready up.
yeah, nearly ready. Should be a fun time. Most of the people who are racing here already have a qualifying time up, right? Like, I think
I
most
think
people have finished
so,
at least
yeah.
one so far, but we'll see. We'll see what they can put up. I don't know if Eason did one yet, actually.
I think he's participated in 1 or 2 earlier qualifier races, if I'm not wrong. I don't remember. I'll have to
Yeah, it's been a
look it up
lot.
again.
A lot of people putting one up so far.
But it's gonna be fun. So I wish
Yeah, get it
good
ready.
luck, have fun to every single racers. I believe we're ready. We're actually it's gonna be starting very soon.
Eyes but faster.
Eyes emoji.
All right, and that is the go signal in the race time.
All right, and here we go.
Rolling it.
Good, rolling unfathomably deep.
Whoa!
Whoa!
All right. Everybody's pretty familiar by now, but World 1, World 2, not super interesting in a race setting. We're gonna be seeing a lot of warps. Actually, there are some different strategies you can go through for 1-2, 1-5. There are some wrong warps in addition to the developer intended warps. Save a few seconds, so not super huge, but it is a way to save a couple some time in these early stages.
Yeah, so here in main bridge, what they're gonna do, they're gonna take a beetle,
Ooh.
gonna try to clash it with another beetle to get an invisible object and throw it at a specific location to the left, and that will trigger a wrong warp, and they're gonna get kicked out of the level.
Blue,
As you can see,
blue,
unfortunately, blue failed
yeah,
it. So,
off
but
blue.
thankfully, the warp is really close. So that's not.
Yeah,
It's a bit unfortunate, but it's at least you got the warp barrel
it
just
only
nearby.
loses the time for the setup. It's not like you're like ruins now. Just have to roll in and take the slow barrel of shame. Yeah, it's the start of 1-3 there. You have the we call that trick luck jaw because it's luck. It's RNG. It's actually not, but you know.
Yeah, you just have when you're dropping down, you have to do some precise movement to just be able to reach the warp barrel as fast as possible. So now
Impossible.
Eason is
Oh,
attempting
Ethan taking
topsail.
damage,
Oh,
actually. That's
that
not great.
yeah, Eason will take the warp. That's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you. I doubt you can salvage the IDs from that
No,
point.
I don't think I think the IDs were completely. You were. I believe the
Yeah.
IDs were just completely wrong at that point. So just nah, you don't take the risk. You
Yep.
ju- just just take the regular warp. That's it.
Alright. Now we got everybody's boy.
Our boy Crow. So the biggest source of RNG in this game. Well, the first 2 hits are just always the same. Bounce on the egg as early as possible. But then the
Fakes for
2 other
blue.
eggs completely RNG,
2 fakes
50-50
for
to get a
blue.
real egg or a fake egg.
3 fakes for blue. Blue and Icterus are just getting
Oh,
destroyed
Eason
by
got
Crow.
fakeless. Nice. I think Eason actually got fakeless.
Nice. Yeah, I'm watching the bottom. Like, Blue actually got destroyed by Crow.
Yeah.
Really did it to him there. Oh, and Sig is getting just
Yeah, got
actual
DD wrap,
infinite. The
unfortunately.
literal infinite. Oh, baby, look at this.
Yeah. But Icterus got a DD wrap.
Oh, no!
Oh no, that's not what you want to
So,
see.
so that'll happen sometimes when you're getting a lot of fakes because he's just not where you want him to
Yeah.
be anymore. It's actually A lot of the time, sometimes
Yeah.
you want to just fall down, just play the fight from the ground where it's safe.
Yeah. So what isn't dead there is a big boy. So what you do is you team up. You throw your conk partner at the there was the cannon. You get on the hook, and then when your conk partner gets back to you, you do another jump, and you're able to execute a double jump, which allows us to reach a warp barrel from below. And you need to have enough height to do it, because if you don't, you don't have enough height to make the warp barrel spawn. And
Yeah,
yep, you
you'll throw
have
your
to.
guy where the barrel is, and the barrel just won't.
Yeah,
Won't.
it won't spawn, and you're not gonna be able to do.
Sometimes you can
Not
salvage
be able
it
to
by
get
like
in.
throwing again, and you get into it, but sometimes it just doesn't show up, and you're sad.
Yeah, it's unfortunate when that happens. But in that world too, there isn't much to talk about. It's just taking the developer intended warps.
Notably, 2-3 is the only stage where you have to get a fanfare on the goalpost.
Yeah, it's unavoidable
No,
when you take the warp.
There's
There's
no
no way
known way
around
to
it.
avoid it. 2-5, the easiest level to do optimally in the game. You roll twice.
Facts.
Truly impossible stage.
But now Izen is coming up on Cleaver, so another source of it's very minor RNG on
Minor
Cleaver. It just
RNG, but
depends.
you have to react to it.
But I mean, it just depends on where the cannonball spawns. But with
Yeah,
the
the
worst
cannonball
luck, you
can
just
fall
barely
in,
lose a
when
second and a half, something like that.
Yeah, the time variance isn't too big of a deal. It's like you have to like do different movement depending on where the cannonball goes.
Minor right now, minor RNG unless you're LZ. True.
Yeah, then there's Lava Fly. Pretty well known trick at this point. You fly over. If you don't like hold, it's like you hold down.
You have to buffer a jump when you reach the ledge, and you need to I believe you need to let go of the control pad, and you'll make it across. If not, you die.
Flying Diddy.
All right, flying Diddy for the fans.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yo,
But,
what's up, Otto?
If you don't do it correctly, you will clip through the floor and die.
Yeah.
But,
Save 4 seconds, but if you fail it, you die. Yeah,
you will also
it's not
soft
fun.
lock the fight if you don't bait Cleaver into stabbing at you once, because that's what triggers the hooks to spawn. And you cannot do Lava Fly both ways.
Yep.
Anyway, no more warps. There are no more left for Eason. Well, no more developer intended warps.
So now we're on the real games. So this is where
Yeah.
World 3, where the real world begins. The real game begins. So
Yeah.
here in the 3-1, just doing some supercharge with Rambi to go super fast. But heck Rambi, by the way.
True.
I
True,
absolutely
actually.
despise Rambi. Like, for real, this animal buddy is well known for being the source of frustration.
Tylenol in shambles right now.
Not my problem. So yes, as you can see, Eason did a team turn the arrow barrel. That stores a super jump, and Eason's gonna take damage on the cloak to be able to gain a lot of vertical height, and he will be able to glide all the way across over the swamp, and that saves about 6 seconds over just using the arrow barrel to go through that section normally.
Let's see if we get the G. No G.
No G. Sad.
No G, no swag. It's over.
It's
Anyway,
over.
Glimmers, by the way, is like low-key the hardest level to optimize in the entire speedrun. This level is insanely difficult. It doesn't look like it because you're just swimming, but the way that you take these corners, the way that you preserve your momentum around like swimming through all the obstacles is not incredibly obvious, and it adds up a lot. Like you'll see like one runner do this level, and then you'll see like a top runner do this level, and you'll lose like 10 seconds or something like that, and you're like, where did I lose all the time? I touched the corners.
I mean, the route is always the same in this stage, no matter what, but every time you go around a corner, you have a slight chance to lose time. You can lose from tenths of a seconds to full seconds lost just because you're doing corners.
It just adds up so
poorly.
fast.
Yeah. It's like, it's the main dedicated underwater stage in the game. Sometimes it can be very frustrating, to be honest.
It's a wild stage for sure. Oh, Eason got a little hung up there.
Yeah, exactly.
Little trick.
It's very easy to make tiny mistakes.
little spit trick that despawns one of the puffer spikes there. Saves just a little bit of time. If you don't get it, you can swap underwater instead of taking the goal swap there. Which is what Blue just did, right as I said it.
Alright, now we're in Crackhead Clamber, but we like to affectionately call it Crackhead. So this is arguably the first hard level in the run, so they're going to do some very precise roll, like under the swamp, over gaps, and one tiny mistake can equals death. And
You
also
take
the
it pretty
first instance
close.
of a run warp without a developer intended barrel.
Yeah, so
Alright,
that's crack
Ethan
warp
gets
right
it.
there.
Excellent.
Cutlasses are really weird. For some reason, there's like a trigger on when they pull their swords up that interacts with barrels, and when those interactions occur at the same time, the level just ends because the game is trying not to crash.
Yeah, whatever reason, in that specific animation from the cutlasses, when they pull out their swords from the ground, they have the same properties as a failsafe. So
Yeah,
just match it with the barrel when you get
really
shot out,
weird.
and yep,
It doesn't
and
make
it
a whole
triggers
lot of
the
sense.
warm
But
warp.
we're gonna take advantage of it.
Yeah,
Now we got Snaker Guy, aka Rattle Battle.
yeah, infamous level to be honest, because the hitboxes are really wonky at that stage.
Hitboxes aren't great. It's not that fast. It's just kind of like hold right, push B. Snake actually has like a ton of tech to it, with short hop double jumps and true double jumps. You'll be using those a lot in this level if you're going optimally. It's still pretty boring. And
I mean,
it
the
hit
key
for
here.
no reason.
And the key here in Rattle Battle is really to have your movement as consistent as possible. Usually you won't have problems, but there are times where you will take damage or just where you're not expecting it, so you just have to adapt.
Yeah, it's a lot of if you do it the same way every time, then it goes the same way every time.
Yeah. But now slime climb, so here they're gonna be swapping Kongs under the water to set up another super jump, gain a lot of momentum. And here they're gonna be doing another beetle clash to gain an invisible object, and they will bring that down to the bonus. And just before the enter the bonus, they're gonna turn left, throw it, and it's gonna trigger another run warp. Very well done, Ethan. Hell yeah.
A good visual
That's
for
good.
that is you turn around right as you hit the edge of the screen.
Yeah, true.
Now we got a Brambler, first Bramble level, type 1 if you had a childhood, I guess.
One.
A lot of barrel shooting here. Oh, Ethan missed up the quick shot there. There's one piece of tech in these barrel mazes. It's quick shots. If you hit the button, I think it's a 2 or 3 frame window. You can shoot out before the barrel rotates once, which can save you a little bit of time on these barrel mazes. Other than that, there's shooting yourself into walls on purpose to damage boost. Use your iframes. We're gonna see that right here. No wait, no we're not. I'm done.
Then towards the end of the level, we're gonna be coming to a trick called the Vine Clip, which is another big boy you do.
Yeah, we're gonna
Let's see how easy it's screen.
hopefully clip the vine. Ooh,
Oh, unfortunately didn't get it, but that's alright. There's multiple backups you can do.
There are a
using the
lot of
team throw.
backups. That's the easiest one where you throw in damage boost.
Yeah.
You can also go for a Dave clip, which is
That's all, man. But Blue gets
whole
Vine Clip.
tech,
Nice.
yeah. Real ancient tech there.
But yeah, what's Vine Clip is that you do a big boy from the clamp on, and you need to get the maximum height possible from your jumps, and you need to throw it at a rather precise location on the vine, I would say, and you need to team throw at the correct moment and to be able to clip through the vine. So it's about 8 to 10 seconds.
And then after that, you get to fight just the best boss. The most,
Yo,
the most
Nyaki, thank you very
exciting
much for the
boss
right
in the game.
gamer.
This is Cudgel. He's a cutscene. A really long one. He's gonna jump. There's gonna be TNT. The only piece of tech in this fight is what's called quick hits, which Blue is going for. I like how Blue went for it and Eason didn't. So we get to see the difference. But it saves like a pretty short amount of time. He didn't go for that one at least. Like it saves a pretty okay amount of time. There's a different visual for each individual quick hit. Some people count like Dixie's breaths. I know I've seen like a jump buffer strat for it before, where you like jump 3 times and then step. But other than that, incredibly boring fight.
Yeah, indeed. This is a very boring fight, and it's just learning the quick hits is one of the most boring thing you can learn.
Yeah.
So it's just, to be honest, I don't do it. But if you really want to aim for like optimal times, that you really want to have or the top time, then yeah, you'll have to learn it.
Let's save the frame somewhere, man.
But also, it's very easy to just completely miss your cycles. You're just slightly off, and you lose an entire cycle.
If
You
you
have to
mess
wait
up
out a
any of
cycle.
the barrel throws, you have to do an entire extra set of jumps.
It's
It's
awful when that
real bad.
happens. Yeah, it's awful when that happens.
Anyway, we got 2 instances of Diddy Hornet going on right now, so that's kind of exciting. Impossible version of the stage right here.
Yeah,
Hornet Roll is the first instance of honey jumping, which is incredibly technical. It's a very high skill ceiling thing to do. Like, it looks like you're just like jumping on the honey, but like the inputs are actually pretty precise, and you can take them about as aggressively and fast as you can make your hands go.
So here we see the instance of a scrolly scroll. So they just when on the hook, they just make a web, they dismount Squitter, they jump back on the hook, and they remount Squitter. And for some reason, it confuses the game. And just the game decides to force you to scroll forward, and you interrupt that scrolling, that forced scrolling, by taking damage again.
Yeah,
and
the camera gets very upset and it doesn't know where to be, so it just kind of takes you to the right really, really fast.
Yeah, exactly. It just pushes you forward, and you just cancel the scrolling by just taking damage, and you're able to resume as normal, the stage as normal. But the one thing is, there's actually a downside to scrolly scroll. If you're not careful, you can actually get pushed forward really fast, and you can get stuck in a wall, and you're unable to get out. Essentially,
it's a true soft lock. You have to turn the game off.
Yeah, it's very frustrating. I've seen it happens a few times in races, and man, it's disheartening to see when it happens. It's like, dude, that's not supposed to happen, but then it does.
It's never gonna happen until you're in a race, dude. I swear. Anyway,
exactly.
Sega League is
never happened before, but yep, happens in a race.
The non quick hits on the top right, if you want to see that. Anyway, Target Terror is incredibly boring again. Unfortunately. It's like right after Cudgel, you play one cool level, and then it's like, ride your minecart update.
Ride your card update, yeah. But Target Terror, not
one piece of tech
auto-scroller.
in this level, which is the flitter skips, where there's a lot of these like flitters that you're supposed to bounce across. You can skip a few of them, and over the course of the run of like the entire stage, it saves a incredibly minimal amount of time, but you know, you gotta go for it.
Yep. It's like, it barely saves like 0.1 or 0.2 seconds per flitter. It's really a small time save, but hey, I mean, you gotta go for it.
Alright, Eason said no to swag. Bless. Blue also said no to swag. Let's go.
Say no to swag. Because the swag balloon, you can actually lose a Kong, and you actually lose time, so yeah.
Speaking of losing a Kong, then you'd have to do this level differently too. This is about to be the Bramble Scramble wrong warp, which is probably the hardest like wrong warp in any percent. Except Gusty if you're a lunatic, but
Unless you're SBD.
yeah, Eason got it, so that's
all right.
good.
Very
Blue's
nice.
also gonna get it. That trick is a whole lot. Basically, you're getting invincibility after you take damage with Diddy, clashing the beetle on a top right corner, which is incredibly precise to do.
It's about a 1 to 5 frame window for the clash,
Yeah.
depending on your position on your slope when you go for it.
And before you do all that, you have to make sure that you align the IDs right with the hook as you're climbing the rope.
And also the movement after you get the invisible object from the clash, you actually need to have good movement as well, because this can change the IDs as well, and it can make the wrong warp not work.
Like if you don't run into the hook the guy throws while you're invincible, it doesn't work. There's so many ways to mess that up, and they're not always obvious.
True.
Icterus is going for it right now.
Meanwhile, Rickety Race, not auto-scroller, there isn't much to...
It's actually a hard auto-scroller.
Oh yeah, number 2 guy.
Really
Oh
fast,
goodness.
And the guys on the racetrack ahead of you can they can be where you don't want them to be, and sometimes you get like true comboed. You jump on one and you bounce off them and fall in a hole and die. Really
Number
sad.
two, yeah, number two
Number
guy
two
is notorious for that.
The
Honestly,
menace.
it's actually unironically number two guy. I've seen some runs dead because of this. It's not fun.
Number 2 guy is
Yep.
actually the danger.
All right, so now,
Oh,
oh no, that's unfortunate. I wonder if Blue went for RNG. I wonder if Blue went for RNG roll at the beginning, but yeah.
Maybe. Yeah,
Mudhole Marsh, so this is another hard stage.
This level is incredibly difficult. This is probably like one of the most technically demanding stages in the run. It's a lot of rolling really close to the death plane. A lot of like really... There's a lot of rolling past barrels, which is one of the hardest.
Oh, you got caught by the Sanic. Oh,
Sanic!
Okay. Ethan actually got caught by one of the Sanics, but that's fine. Still,
can he still do this?
Yes, he can. Yes, Ethan could still.
I think.
Oh, he ups out.
Yeah,
Ethan ups out. Oh, that's interesting.
So there was supposed to be a wrong warp there, but I guess Ethan didn't know if he could set up the IDs correctly after taking damage like that, so he's just gonna play the level warpless.
You still can do the wrong warp.
I guess
but
he just
Blue is coming up on the wrong warp. Let's see. Gets the insta clash.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know that's gonna
Did
work.
He mess it up? Okay,
oh,
he's good.
It still worked. Oh wow! I thought that because he picked up the beetle,
yeah,
that was gonna mess up the IDs.
That
was a bit dangerous, but Blue got the insta clash and still got it. That's wild.
looks like Ethan is a damage boost main in this stage here. Ramby Rumble. Blue is taking the big boy strat.
The Claude something hyper Mark 3 something.
Hyper, Ramby Rumble team throw Mark 2.
Mark 3.
Oh,
was it Mark 3?
My mistake.
That's alright. That's alright.
My bad.
But the Sig is through Bramble Scramble. Nicely done. Icterus. Alright, nice. Icterus gets the wrong warp. Very well done. So now Ramby Rumble. We got.
What a gamer.
Yeah, he actually did.
A lot of holding A and then jumping in this section.
Yeah, you just abused the Ramby supercharge again. But heck Ramby again, by the way.
Once you hit that sign, you can flutter over to the goal and you land on it exactly. Really convenient that it just lines up that way.
Yep.
Now we got the king. Do not sleep on the king.
Are we gonna see a 2-cycle? Oh boy! No. If I see a 2-cycle, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Not in a million years.
I actually did that on a race. Not gonna. I did that at the.
Oh, Ethan!
I completely forgot, but I remember I did that during a race, and I lost my mind. What actually did it?
Ethan missed a hit, but he salvaged it pretty quick. This fight is like, it's pretty tightly scripted. You missed another one.
Oh, that's not what you want to see.
But the instant you make like any mistake, you're off the rails, and now you gotta react.
Yeah, it just completely throw you off. Yeah, and it's
he's
pretty
no
annoying.
longer where you want him to be. You don't know what to do anymore.
Exactly. Napping on the king. Exactly.
Never nap on the king.
Yeah, exactly.
Man is dangerous.
Yep.
Anyway, on our way to World 5 now. This is probably my favorite level in the entire game to do fast, Ghost of the Grove. You hold right, you push Y, and you jump a lot, and it flows really well. It's incredibly satisfying, and yeah, Ethan didn't take the damage boost in the spot I thought he was going to, which is kind of threw me off, but I guess he knows something I don't.
Ghostly Grove is a straightforward stage, but it's actually one of my favorite stages to do IL practice on, to be honest. It's just a good stage and it flows well.
Like you just move your guy. It's great.
So front row, back row that Ethan's gonna do? I'm curious.
I'm calling back row.
Yeah, back row. Nothing wrong with that.
Different ways to hit the goal here. Ethan just went for the simple jump, but Blue went for the plank. There's so many different ways that you can like try to hit the end stage there, and They all like save various amounts of time and are varying levels of difficulty. It's really fun to watch. Like everybody who runs the game, everybody has an opinion on which one they want to go for.
I mean, people are just they prefer different strats, and that's the beauty. That's the beauty of it. But now we're seeing Tupac's Library, aka Haunted Hall.
It's an auto-scroller, but it's another one with actual tech in it. The way you jump up and down these slopes is going to save like really small amounts of time, but it adds up a lot over the course of the entire auto-scroller.
Yeah, the small
run, by the way, like the most degen IO grinder of Haunted Hall in history.
I believe that just all the small jumps and the optimization, you can save at least 2 to 3 seconds. So in an auto-scroller like Haunted Hall, you take that 3 times save, yo.
Yeah.
And also, yes, unfortunately, Sig didn't go for the multiple wrong warp because from what I've seen, I believe Sig did not carry the cannonball for some reason, and I think
he might have lost it.
Might have lost the cannonball.
No, I wasn't paying close enough attention, unfortunately. Yeah, coming up.
Sometimes it happens.
Yeah, it's a hard trick. Mudhole's a very difficult stage.
But there's also a Dixie setup instead, which is actually much easier than the Diddy setup.
Yeah, in general, Dixie clashing is just way easier than Diddy clashing.
Yeah, you have almost double the frame window to be able to do a Dixie clash instead of a Diddy clash. Diddy clash is like, if I remember correctly, it's about 5 or 6 frames to do the clash, and Dixie is like 10 or 11 frames to do the clash or something like that.
Yeah, it's pretty free. Anyway, Gusty Glade. This level has a wrong warp in it. I highly doubt we're gonna see anybody go for it.
Nah, he's in.
it's incredibly hard.
It's really hard. It only saves about 5 seconds, so
it saves an incredibly minor amount of time for how difficult it is. So I'm not surprised that it hasn't really been picked up by people who aren't SPD.
Yeah.
The hero we deserve, honestly. But when you play the level like the non-wrong warp way, you get a jump with the wind and go really fast.
Yeah, you just time yourself with the wind mechanic. The wind mechanic is not RNG, it's just position based.
In the words of a wise man, the wind is a gimmick.
True. Other than that, Louis going through Gusty very nicely. So now, BCP, Parachute Panic. So this is where, in my opinion, where the late game starts. So this is arguably the best level to show off in any speedrun DKC2. So normally, the main gimmick at this stage, you use the purple parrots to slow down your ascent, aka Quacks. But here, they have the layout memorized, and they're just gonna fall down through the whole stage. And it's all about muscle memory and just reaction here in this stage.
Yep. You just gotta learn how to do it, and it's not actually that technically demanding, it's just a question of memorization. There are a few things that can go wrong. The last damage boost you take in the stage, you can kind of like not bonk your head on the corner.
Yeah, the headbutt.
You have to know the backups for that kind of stuff. There's the headbutt right there on Ethan's screen.
And as well as on blue. Very nicely done, gamers.
Yeah, they're pretty close together right now. I like
Yeah.
that. You got the sync going on. Also, we got a Broso up on the top right now.
Sabroso is doing actually a safer strat here. Actually doing a D-boost to set up the Kong order, and that's perfectly fine to take a D-boost in that section to go safe. There's nothing wrong with that.
It's a lot easier.
Yes, it's definitely a lot easier and can potentially avoid you a lot of headaches, especially during a race.
Speaking of
headaches, nothing wrong with that.
We're in Web Woods over on the left half of the screen, which is another one of the hardest stages in an 80% run. A lot of acrobatics over gigantic stretches of empty death.
There's a lot of dead monkeys down there. Let's be honest.
You got the instant webs with Squitter here, which is you hit L and R at the same time on your way up from a jump, and the web will just appear immediately underneath you. A lot of like pre-shooting webs to kill enemies before they get on screen, and a lot of taking damage boosts, which actually gives you a double jump in animal form, which people may not know playing the game casually. There's one right there on blue screen, taking it real low to allow himself to gain height again.
Blue taking a save at the end, but that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
And the one thing about Squitter in general is that when you do the instant platform, you have to be very careful. There's a small cooldown. You cannot like spam where the instant platforms. You have to wait a little bit, because if not, well, it doesn't work. It's not gonna work.
You're gonna learn why real fast.
Yeah.
Why you
Oh
can't
no,
do that.
Sabroso died. That's
Dang.
unfortunate. And this the Webwood is pretty well known to be a precursor to Infinites.
It's a rough stage.
It's a very rough stage. So here now on Crow 2. So
okay, we good.
all
Got a
right,
little hung up on the end of rope there, but didn't take damage. That's
perfectly fine.
yeah.
So here, Crow 2, it's a smaller instance of RNG again. It just depends on where the barrel spawns, but it's just when it spawns, ideally you want to have middle and right barrel spawns, but less spawns is less desirable. You can lose up to 4 seconds just because of RNG alone. 2 to 4 seconds, I think, per barrels,
Yeah,
if I remember correctly, something like that.
It's not as bad as fakes because you'll always get a hit, but it's nice of Crow to just like remain RNG throughout the entire run. What a bro. Anyway, Arctic Zip is the next trick on our agenda here. Very precise trick. We're gonna be baiting our homie the Lockjaw here back over to that unguard barrel that we just swam under, and hopefully, if everything goes according to plan, we're gonna swap, get jammed in the wall, and we're gonna fly up to the exit, which is directly above the unguard barrel, just like that.
Both Blue and Eason got it first try. Yep. Amazing. Also, what's up, Toucan?
Very nice. Sets you up for Diddy Windy.
They didn't get RNG Beetle. Good. Because that Beetle at the beginning of Windy is well known that it can randomly just bounce you off and you die. It can be very frustrating.
It's really, it really do happen. Windy it's kind of an auto-scroller because you're riding these wind currents sometimes, but you can do a lot to go faster, so it's not...
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, the main gimmick of the Windy is basically the wind that just pushes you upwards. But here, after the midway point, you're gonna do a small damage boost. Saves a few seconds, saves about 4 to 5 seconds if I remember correctly. So just gonna deboost on the platform above instead of going... The natural way is actually you go to the right and then you have to go on the platform.
Yeah, it's a lot slower.
Yeah, it's a detour. You just do the deboost, saves a few seconds. And interestingly enough, that specific damage boost, you cannot do that on version U 1.0. On Japanese 1.0, you can do it. And it's fine, it works on all versions of 1.1, but interestingly enough, for 1.0 it only works on the Japanese version, because on the U 1.1 happens that if you try to do that deboost, you pretty much soft lock your game.
Yeah, the camera doesn't follow you.
Yeah, exactly, it doesn't follow you, and you can get out, you can actually get out the soft lock by
you just let Sword Guy kill you.
Yeah, just let the costless on the platform kill you.
Anyway, Eason is in Castle Crush, which is the longest stage if you play it intended, but it's not going to be too long in the speedrun. Mercifully, there is a long warp at this stage, which means we don't have to ride our elevator for like 5 minutes or whatever.
Eason gets it first try. Very nice. Gets Casper first try.
Ramby is dead, by the way. We will not be seeing him again for the rest of the run.
Yes, heck Ramby. Heck Ramby.
If you do a trilogy run, that you will literally not see Ramby again at all after that.
So again, the Castle Crush one, where what happens is that we get an invisible object, and we're actually manipulating the cutlass to... we actually bait the cutlass in a specific way to take damage at the same time we're transforming out of the Ramby transformation barrel, such to the point that we timed the animation, the cutlass pulling out its swords, and it matches actually fail-safe properties, and the game doesn't know what to do, we just get kicked out of the level, basically.
Yeah, it's really convenient that it works out that way. Blue got it first try also.
Like the previous meta was you bring the DK barrel up to after a minute and a half, to, and it's actually the method called the goal summon. That was the previous method, which is about 1.5 minutes long, but this wrong warp saves an additional minute over that previous method.
And it all saves about 1,000 years over playing the level as intended.
So Clappers, it's a very straightforward stage. As blue is in, there's much to go around. But Eason, meanwhile, is on CLC going for the CLC wrong warp.
So that's
very nice.
That's getting an invis off of a clobber clash, where you have a holdable object next to one of those barrel enemies, the clobbers, and you get an invis off of it, and then you can throw it and summon the bonus cauldron and wrong warp the stage. Now we got Toxic Tower. Eason is playing a snake right here. You're going to see a lot of those double jumps that I mentioned earlier. Very technical stage. This is an incredibly, like, I don't want to use this term, but it's a high APM level, you know? You're going to push your hands to the limit trying to practice this one.
It's a very demanding stage technically, and it's very easy to just make one tiny mistake that just kills everything. And those double jumps and those like the true double jumps that you're doing with the snake, depending on which one you're doing, it's about a 3-4 window to actually get those properly.
Interesting. Eason's a secret route gamer.
That's perfectly fine, to be honest. Taking the safe passage here to conserve one one of his Kongs. That's perfectly fine.
You would take a damage boost, which is a little faster, but you would obviously only have one Kong. So for a race setting, I understand why you wouldn't go for it.
Like right here, that section with the bees at the end, it's a good idea to have an extra Kong to make sure if you just mess up a little bit of your movement, you can still make it without dying. Because that's a brutal point to die in Toxic.
Over there on the bottom left, Blue messed up his double jump, didn't get enough height, so he had to take like the long way around instead of going through the DK coin barrel.
I mean, there's instead of doing the true double jump that Eason did, there's also another setup that you just use a double jump. It doesn't lose much time compared to the true double jump you do. It's like about a 2 to 3 second difference, if I remember correctly.
Eason did not.
But it's a much easier way to learn the level, in my opinion.
Yeah, Eason did not go for the jump, by the way.
Aw, unfortunate.
Shame. No. It's a race, dude. I respect it a lot.
I mean, I would have went at least once for gentleman's agreement in my case. I would have went for it at least once in my case. Just at least once, if not, well, it is how it is.
Screech's Sprint, by the way, not an easy stage at all. And it's like right at the end of the run. And like, the difficulty is just compounded if you're on like a really good pace.
Yeah, the stress really ramps up at this point. If you're on a good pace, you really don't want to mess up here. And the one thing about this stage here is
a little bit of
okay, he's good.
Yeah.
He's good. Because the one thing about Screech's Sprint are the bramble hitboxes. Oh god, some of the hitboxes are really wonky. Blue
going for the jump, proving that what is in fact natural route.
Yeah, the jump is natural route, but I don't go for it, to be honest. But nicely done, Blue. Hell yeah. That's what we like to see. Oh no, Icterus got stuck on the wall. They actually fell down. That's unfortunate.
Unfortunate. That will happen from time to time.
Yeah, sometimes you just don't get the high required. You're just stuck in a bad position at the beginning of Toxic, and this happens. It's really unfortunate.
Meanwhile, Eason is, barring anything extreme happening, gonna win the race. There's very little that can go wrong on K. Rool. It's basically an auto-scroller. It's just there's minor tech in throwing the cannonball into the gun as soon as you can, getting what we call dustless, but it saves a very minor amount of time over the course of what is a really long cutscene.
Yeah, basically a glorified cutscene, as I like to put it, to be honest.
You gotta donk him on the head at the start of the fight. It's tradition.
Oh, that bonk is meta? Oh, I didn't know that. Alright, time to do that in the PB attempts and actually mess it up. Whoop.
Gotta do it. It's the law. It's like jumping with K. Rool in DKC1. Gotta do it or your PB doesn't count.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, this fight is the exact same every time you do it, so there's really nothing to talk about. Just hope you don't mess up because you get an entire extra cycle.
Yep. And also, you don't want to throw too early Kirill's blood. In Kirill's blood, the cannonball in Kirill's blunderbuss, because it's just gonna bounce off, and yep, you lose a billion.
It's real unfortunate if that happens.
Yep. That's not what you want to see.
Depending on which throw it is that you mess up, like, you can lose a ridiculous amount of time.
Oh yeah.
Gotta save
more
frames.
But one more thing on the Kirill is that you don't want to get hit by the colored smokes at towards the last few phases of the fight, because Kirill actually waits for the smokes, quote unquote, to wear off.
Yeah, but if you're purple Diddy for the fans, then you win in my heart. Alright, Eason's coming up on the last hit here. It's gonna be time. Looking to be a decent, like mid 39, mid high.
It's gonna be a high 39, but honestly,
yeah.
Oh wow,
it's really good for a race.
This is excellent. Eason actually finishes first with a 39.40. Nice run,
Very
Eason.
good, yeah.
Hell yeah, good stuff, Eason. Very convincing run by Eason. Let's go.
Blue not going to be too far behind him. Sabrosa flying his bird. Icterus coming into the K. Rool fight. Yeah, good stuff. Let's see who else we got.
And we have Blue finishing with a 40.41. Nice run, Blue.
Not bad.
Not bad. Two very convincing runs.
I just want to say, while we're watching the cutscene, that it's really cool to see all these people like come out. We have a Ramby soft lock. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh no!
That's exactly what I want to see. There he is.
That's unfortunate. This is not what you want to see.
Not at all. Sarcasm aside. So
unfortunately, I
if you
don't know who it is.
If you go for the Ramby, I think that was Sig. Based on
was it Sig actually? Oh no, that's unfortunate.
Got the bold and the brash on the left side there. But
man,
this is a thing that can happen when you go for Castler wrong warp.
But you can still get out of that soft lock, but it's just really annoying. There's still a way to get out of that soft lock, which involves doing Ramby double jumps, but you have to time it properly with the crook on the upper.
Yeah, you have to let him kill you, which is actually like
it's
throwing in the first place.
That's unfortunate.
That is not what you want to see.
Yeah.
Anyway, unfortunately, Blue didn't beat Mario, so shambles once again.
Blue in shambles.
Yeah.
But that's unfortunate for Sig. Honestly, this is
that's a real shame. Icterus is looking.
Heck Ramby, by the way. Heck Ramby.
The race.
That's a damn shame. Ouch.
Yeah. We got Blue Diddy for the fans. Let's go.
And Icterus finishes with a 43-11. Nice run, Icterus.
Not bad. But yeah, I just wanted to say, resume my train of thought real quick. It's nice to see all these people come out who had not like run the game in some time, or who hadn't like learned the game before. I've seen a lot of people who learned the game for a tournament. I've seen a lot of people who haven't run the game in a really long time coming back and like improving their PBs. Like I know my friend Forte got a PB in his qualifier run. I know that Glenn got a PB warming up. And in general, I've seen just like a lot of people who are like, yeah, I'll pick up the game and learn it for a tournament. Why not? And that's really cool. Really cool. I like watching the gamers come out, be a part of the community. So as far as I'm concerned, mission accomplished.
Got Sabroso finishing with a 43-45. Nice run. Got Mato finishing with a 43-56. Nice run, gamers. Very well done.
As the tech desk works on getting the other racers streams up. But shout outs to my homie String Bean String, by the way, for working the layout.
Yeah, shoutouts to Bean, by the way. He's the one who's actually doing the managing the restream.
We got 3 forfeits, by the way.
Yeah, actually, Sig
Yeah,
forfeited the
forfeit,
race, unfortunately. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, he got the business. I didn't see like what happened, but like I've seen it happen before, so you know.
Yeah.
Impossible trick, honestly.
Fact.
Alright, as we're getting more racers put up, bear with us a little bit. Go red. Got Red Otter in the corner. Nice, nice. Riding his Parrot, the midpoint Parrot strat. Let's see it. Good old natural route gameplay right here.
Yo, Blue, thank you for the raid, gamer. Also, nice run.
Nice run. As we watch the credits roll. Just pulling up more runner streams. Yo, we got the Dixie Hornet. The Dixie PCP tech right here. After you're past the first B, you can actually hug the left wall on this fall down section, and you will not take damage. It's the easy strat. A little tripped up on the rat. The rat's a menace, by the way. Webwood's rat,
Yeah.
absolute demon. Claimed many souls.
Wait, Carlos FF are forfeited? Oh, are you serious? That's a shame. But what happened? Wait.
The world may never know.
Oh, I think I know what happened. Apparently, Kalars got stuck in the Castle Crush Infinite.
Oof.
Oof. That's unfortunate.
Castler taking a few lives today.
Took 2 lives today. That's unfortunate.
Looks like we got 5 racers still.
Yep, we still have
still
5
not
other
finished yet.
racers.
We got some Toxic Tower gameplay, it looks like. So that should be another few minutes before he finishes up.
Yeah, this game will not hold its punches. I swear. The game will just
Colors is informing
the
us that
game
he did in
will
fact,
just not hold back.
he did in fact get the good soft lock in Castler. Unfortunate. We got a throw it up here. Got Red taking it through Web Woods. Nice and slow. That double web right there that happened on red screen is an incredibly frustrating thing that will happen when you're playing a squitter and you're doing like a lot of the instant webs. Or sometimes when you push the A button or the L or the R button, whichever one you choose, the web will just like shoot out and spawn as a platform directly in front of you immediately, and hopefully you weren't counting on it because it can kill you, or otherwise just cost you a little bit of time. Red out of Web Woods.
Yes, Purple actually. Beanie is actually working on it. Just be patient. Just be patient. We're actually. It's Beanie who's actually trying to rearrange the layout to add another runners as well. So just.
He's big. He's pulling it down all by himself. So bless him.
Bless for Bean.
Ooh, taking damage on the last B and let's reach a sprint there. Alright, we got a CLC attempt going down, it looks like.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
If you ever mess up CLC, you can always back it up by just going into the bonus, as you know, developer intended.
But you still lose about 20 seconds per fail attempt.
A lot of time
TLC.
for attempt, but
Yep.
It's gonna take you a few tries before it's slower than playing the level out. Let's see if this is the one.
Oh no!
Not getting the clash right. Getting the invis off the clobber just comes down to your positioning, I believe.
Yeah, it depends on how you add. You actually bait the clobber, and I believe it's also if the clobber actually turns around on the same platform. Actually, I don't think the run warp works.
Yeah. Good old ID shenanigans.
Yeah, it actually, it's not necessarily messes up the ID, but I think the clash will just not work. You won't actually get the invincible object.
We got a K rule fight going down. Gonna be seeing another racer finish the next couple of minutes.
Meanwhile, Red is making its way into World 6, into Arctic.
Yeah, I doubt we're gonna be seeing Red go for Arctic Zip. Like what I know from him. Maybe he will. Maybe he'll surprise me. Nah, he's swimming his fish.
Nah.
Let's go. Natural route.
Natural route.
This is a cool stage. Just FYI, like, I know we don't play it in any percent anymore, but this level is still pretty sick. You have a lot of cool on-guard movement.
Speaking about Engard, I absolutely hate that fish.
Amen. Amen. He's trying his best, okay?
But that's not DKC3 Engard, where Engard is pretty OP. In DKC2, Engard is pretty jank. Like, honestly, in DKC3, it's the difference in DKC3 compared to DKC2. Wait, what happened on Leon's?
Right, he threw left. Yeah.
Oh, this does not look good.
I shot.
I do not like the looks of it.
Yeah, the dank spin, dude.
I'm so confused right now.
So,
but Upgrad finishes with a 53-42. Nice run. Nice run, gamer. But I'm so confused on what happened on Lindrum's screen. So he threw right.
He threw ninjas for a wrong warp. If you throw it the wrong direction, instead of the cannonball, instead of the cannon shooting you out of the level, it just shoots you to the sky until it gets bored. It's used in warpless or not warpless, in, what is the name of that stupid category?
I think that would be 1.0 or something, any percent on 1.0 or something, but
like
nah,
all
I
DK
don't
coins, all DK coins.
On all DK coins it's used?
Yeah, and Slime Climb. You
oh yes, in Slime Climb you do that,
right,
true.
Through right instead of left, and you go to the sky. Can't do it in Warpless because you're explicitly banned from interacting with the bonus barrel.
Yeah, true.
That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, my man went to space. That'll happen sometimes. A lot of fascinating ways to mess up tricks in this game that you won't see until you've done it a few hundred times.
Ooh, we have two other racers that actually forfeited. That's unfortunate.
I'm not surprised after the good old CLC Infinite there.
Yeah, and Jazzo finishes with a 55-35. Nice run.
Rock.
Leandrum Rock actually forfeited. That's unfortunate, but yeah, it is what it is sometimes. The game will not hold its punches.
Alright, Red Otter is the last man standing. I'm surprised Rock forfeit on K-Rule. But,
that's really unfortunate.
More power to him, I guess. Anyway, Red Otter, the last man standing, holding it down. Playing his way through World 6. Yeah, Color's actually got like the hard lock Ramby, Lich, and Kessler version of it where you can't recover it.
Yep, the game will not hold its punches. Spam Otter for Otter, yes.
Yo,
agreed.
Otters in the chat room. Let's go.
Hell yeah. Also, Rock, thank you for the raid, gamer.
He jumped for the balloon. Let's go.
What a legend. Based.
The ultimate, the truest swag balloon.
Fact.
Absolute legend, honestly.
That is unironically pretty funny.
That's base, dude.
It's unironically pretty based.
That's alpha gaming at its finest.
Red is a winner in our hearts.
Red is absolutely gaming out of control right now. In progress. That's what I like to see.
Yeah.
Apparently blue died going for the B skip right here.
Oh, blue actually died in Ghetto Beast? Oh,
Yeah.
that's unfortunate.
Difficult skip. Take it really close to the second B, so it's kind of scary sometimes.
Yeah, you need to jump from the platform at the precise. You have, well, I wouldn't say precisely, but you need to jump at a certain position on the platform, and you need to get the proper position in the air to be able to skip that B. Sometimes it can be pretty annoying.
Red having to take it back to get another Kong. So you can do the wrong warp properly.
Yeah, the thing about Windy Well, you want to finish with 2 Kongs because, especially for the Casual Crush wrong warp, you cannot do that. You have 1 Kong. Even the Gold Summon setup, you cannot do that with 1 Kong. You need both Kongs
Oh, there he
absolutely.
goes. See you, dude. Yeah, that's not having enough height, I believe, is what causes that version to happen.
I believe so. If you don't jump high enough, unfortunately, the colors will not go on the platform.
Red just noticing that he didn't have a Kong.
Yeah.
He has to go back and get another one. World 6 is pretty merciless, as it turns out.
Yeah, World 6 is pretty much a massive difficulty spike. Massive difficulty spike, and it's very easy to just do a tiny mistake that just kills everything. It's really annoying. Like, a bunch of run killers are in World 6.
Trivia fact, you don't kill the rat because jumping on the rat loses 1 frame, I believe. Alright, here we go.
Can recover this? Oh no, that's unfortunate. Rat can take a death and retry it again.
Yeah, Ramby getting squashed. He's got this. I believe in him. Type 1 if you believe.
1. I definitely believe in our boy Red. Let's go, Red.
Red Otter is the hero we need, okay?
And also spam this Otter for Red.
Beautiful.
This is so good.
Oh! Oh!
Ah, this is not what you like.
Yeah,
this is not what you want to see. That's unfortunate.
Time to die or do something.
Let's go, Red. We believe.
Route? Natural route?
Maybe.
Oh, baby. Ride your platform update.
Ride your platform update.
We are gonna see some natural Castler.
In an 80%. Yep, warpless Castler.
Baby.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
Alright, buckle up, friends. Buckle up. This is gonna be a long trip.
Yep. Well, I think this is a good opportunity to show off how long this stage actually is.
It's a lot.
It's unironically a pretty long auto-scroller.
It's really long.
It's a 4.5 to 5 minute auto-scroller. It's a really long stage.
Pretty disgusting, actually. If you're playing this in warpless, there's a strat you can do where you infinite team throw all the way up, which is impossible.
Oh god, yeah, speaking of which, this trick is only possible on version 1.0 of the game because the infinite team throwing trick only works on 1.0, which whenever you throw your Kong partner up in the air and it comes back to you, you have a 1 frame window to be able to do another jump. But for whatever reason, there's like something in the game. It's something called there's some sort of underflow. Like the game goes to switch from switch from one state to another every 9 minutes, and when you're in a certain I don't remember exactly, but whenever you're in a certain state, you're able to oh, Red died. But whenever you're in the you're in that state, you're able to do the infinity throwing trick for free, but that doesn't make just because you have access to an infinite
Alright, looks like we're taking one
Yeah.
more attempt at the wrong warp. Notably, if you die going for the wrong warp when you don't have any lives, you actually like get to keep playing the game. Like,
Does
you just
life
go to
counter
zero-
overflow or something, or
you don't underflow. You just like have 0 lives.
huh?
It's not like a zombie glitch in Yoshi where you can use it to underflow and get 999 lives. Like, if you die again at 0 lives, then you will game over as intended.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh my goodness! This is.
There it is.
There it is. Oh no!
That's another caster soft lock.
Luckily, Red actually saved. But my question is, I just hope his game didn't. He actually kept his game. So what actually happened is the infamous Castle Crush glitch, and this can potentially, as you can see, this crashes the game. This actually crashes the game, but they can also have some other severe side effects.
You can lose your save files is about the worst thing that'll happen.
Oh, it can corrupt your RAM as well. No, I think it can corrupt your RAM.
I'm pretty sure that's a myth.
No, you can actually like.
Alright, let's see.
Come on, Red. Should be good.
No!
That's unfortunate.
Swords are a little.
Unfortunately, Red was a little bit too much to the right. The cutlass was a little bit too much to the right, so the cut. So when the cutlass pulled out the swords, unfortunately, it just didn't take damage and triggered the wrong warp.
Yeah.
We believe, Red. You can do it.
Bless Red.
Bless for Red. Oh, did not get enough height. But also, there's one other thing is that you have to not move too much to the left after you get invisible object, because if you're too much to the left, well, the cutlass will just bounce off the wall and will not get onto the platform required for the wrong warp. You can just stick like to the partition where on the right where the DK barrel is.
Alright, any believers? Not this time.
That's unfortunate.
Alright, we got some comments rolling into the race room.
Yeah.
He's in finishing first in the race. Comment, I suck.
I don't blame Red being really tilted at this point. That it just sometimes an infinite happens and just it sucks.
My man is going for it though. He's holding it down. I believe in him.
But yeah, I believe.
Well, that's gonna be another trip to the title screen.
As we said earlier, the game will not hold its punches.
Apparently Moto would have PB'd, but he missed a throw on K. Rule. Alright, this is the one right here, I believe.
Let's go, Red. You got this.
Oh, zooming guy.
Zooming.
Goes real fast when you do it that way.
Yeah, that's another side effect of visible object, can actually manipulate other properties, such as actually making enemies goes extremely fast.
Or in the case of 102, there's a trick where you use it to make a cannon shoot you farther.
That's true. That's true.
A lot of mysterious properties to invisible objects in this game.
No, unfortunately, Red cannot go for it. But Red could still go for the. Red could have gone for the summons, the gold summon setup
Yeah,
instead.
he could have. I don't know if he knows it. I don't know if many people who don't play 102 know that that's what up at this point. That's old magic. Natural route.
Warpless again? Come on, warpless again? That'd be
Warpless?
something. Like right there. Like right there, this would have been the spot to be able to do the gold summon. So so the gold summon, what it is, you bring a DK barrel up to that point of the stage. You actually bring a DK barrel at a specific visual cue at a certain point, certain point, and then you get invisible object from the wall, and then you actually take damage on one of the spinies, and this will actually make the gold summon at the end of the stage. You bring it to your location, you pretty much essentially beat the stage.
According to the IDs, it actually is the other way around. You go up. It's really weird. Like, it was banned in Warpless because it in the IDs it moves your location rather than moving the goal's location. This is how I believe that works.
It moves your position? Really?
I think that's how it works. But the graphics just don't show it correctly because the game is having a moment.
I mean, it's trying to maybe I don't know the proper word to say it, but like superimpose the angle angle target.
The game is mad is a pretty good way to put it.
Yeah.
The game is very upset. Anyway, we're a little over halfway through natural route. I guess probably
never seen before.
This is the true rough, rugged, and raw any % content that we came here for.
Exactly.
Uncut, unfiltered.
Same, Toucan. Same. That's not wrong. I mean, everyone does the wrong work now. It's just gold summon is just a relic.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of a relic, but
it's easier and faster. What's there not to get, you know? The only reason you should like learn the gold summon at this point is for if you ever plan to run 102, because it's required in that category.
Yeah, in 102 you would do the gold summon instead. Because well,
wrong
in
warping out of
102
a
wrong
stage-
warps are just not useful in 102.
wrong warping out of a stage doesn't give you a percentage point for completing it. Oh, these guys right here are also the danger.
Annoying to say the least.
When I was a kid, like I used to get
You-
rolled on that section so hard every time.
Gold summon is not hard. Gold summon is, I would say, simpler. Is a good way. It's a good way to put it. I would say.
Yeah, I guess. Alright, we've done it.
So we are at the
We've
end.
done it. There it is, boys.
So you just saw how long Castle Crush is.
It's over. We did it. Natural route. Done.
Unfortunately, Ryan, I don't know about in 102. I haven't looked into it enough.
What was the rat going right there? What was that about?
Sometimes it happens. Like the rat is sometimes it's really wonky for some reason. I guess it's due to how the game loads the enemies on the ice platform.
I guess.
On the icy water. When it's frozen, it's really strange sometimes.
That's DKC2 in a nutshell. The Shuri is stuck down there too.
Come on, Red, we believe. We believe. You got this, gamer.
Go, we got the barrel chase.
Because I don't think Red had enough time
Yeah,
left
he didn't
on
have
his
enough time.
invincibility. So instead you just do the barrel backup.
Yeah. You have to
The
go.
barrel backup is very simple. You just take the barrel, you just throw it upwards, or you can just jump. Actually, I think no, you just throw it upwards in the air and just gonna roll through everything, no problem.
Another assorted trivia fact. At the start of this level, CLC, if you are just holding the neutral Y button and nothing else, you'll buffer a roll off the starting platform and die.
Yep, that's true.
Which is pretty amazing. Alright, let's see if Red's got the CLC warp in him. Ooh.
Classic camera manipulation. Oh. Are we gonna see some CLC warpless as well? That'd be pretty interesting.
I don't think he's going for that. We're going for the good old backup.
Gonna retry again.
It's kind of a shame this level has a warp in it because it's really cool.
But warpless CLC is very intensive.
It's an incredibly mechanically intense stage, but it's also like a really satisfying level, both to do and to see done. You get to see a lot of.
All right, Red got it.
Hey!
Red got it second try. Let's go.
That is not bad at all.
Not bad.
All right, we got toxic. Gonna be jumping our snake.
But CLC, Chain Link Chamber Warplay is actually pretty fun stage. I like to do CLC Warplays as practice, to be honest, as a warm up before the runs.
Like it's got the really satisfying feel of pushing a lot of buttons.
I mean, in CLC you need to do it to have a certain rhythm. When you go when you climb the ropes, if you're just slightly off your rhythm, it just completely throws you off, and you have to. It really throws you off. You have to adjust to get back on your rhythm and just keep.
Kind of the same as Rattle Battle, where it's like it's all good until you make one mistake, and then you're just like, oh, I don't know what to do anymore.
Have to look.
Some good old intended snake gameplay here.
I was really scared Red was gonna die on the B because
The triple Bs.
oh god, yeah.
It's pretty easy to airball that one because it's blind. Yeah, go back for that checkpoint. That's what I like to see. Yeah, the safety strats. What about you? I always take that checkpoint.
I always do actually, but I try to really cut it close to try to save a bit of time. I just barely graze a checkpoint and just keep as much momentum as possible. Because man, especially in the race, oh goodness, you don't want to restart at the beginning of the stage.
It's a long walk.
It's awful when that happens.
It's a long walk, especially because you have to do the snake section again.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, I was already out of here. Come on. Right,
Open 4, perfectly fine. And red is through. Is through toxic. Hell yeah.
World 7, here we come.
Let's go red. We believe.
Yo, let's go.
Another save. All right. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Got the lock on all the safety strats here.
To be honest, I don't even blame. I don't blame.
Absolutely not. I don't blame.
I don't blame red at this point.
Let's go.
Red must be tilted out of his mind, but still decides to keep going.
He's got the iron will of a champion.
True.
Pulling it down right here for the fans.
If it was me at this point, I would have forfeited this race. I'm not gonna lie that I would have forfeited. If it was me, I would have forfeited like at least 20-25 minutes ago.
No kidding.
I'm dead. I'm serious.
Absolutely serious. I believe you, yeah.
Stronghold is 34-13 difficulty. Yo, bet. Yo, bet, Krypton.
Yo, we did it.
All right.
Let's go. Not getting race skip, but it's okay. You get to listen to the banger. I'm a level with you. I don't think I've seen this part of the level in my life.
It's been a while. Oh,
Yo,
red takes damage. This. Ooh.
Also of note, if red lands on the gold post at this point in the level, at the end of the stage here, he will, without touching the ground first, he will be getting a fanfare because he flew too high in that triple B section. Yo, we got money.
Ooh, red seems.
My man is lost.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
That's yeah, the Sprint DLC actually.
Their DLC content.
Yeah, DLC.
Is exactly
my man. My man.
He's just showing off his paper, dude. He's got the stacks over there in the back room. That's a B. There we go. He went left just a little earlier than you're supposed to.
Yep.
We got real confused for a second there, but it's good. It's chill. You know what this is looking like to me? This is looking like a finished race. Maybe we still got the minefield of bees and the Phantom Bramble right here on the left.
Ooh.
Which yeah, I was really
that was really actually that was
real
really scary
scared.
because
Right,
oh man.
All right, he knows touchdown. He knows touchdown.
All right, he's on Kirill now. All right. But I was really scared at the end of Sprint because, oh man, the Rebels have really deceptive hitboxes for some reason.
On the left, on the wall, like
on the last shaft, the last vertical shaft.
That one is so... That one is huge.
Yeah, I believe it was I think it was empty that actually showed the layout. Yeah, I think it was empty that showed the layout actually of the of sprint and some of the actual hitboxes compared to the sprite and the hitbox comparison. And yeah, it's really deceptive. Oh no, took damage, but that's fine. Red's gonna get a DK barrel back here.
Yeah, you get a DK barrel segment of the fight.
Yeah.
Brick of 3 hits.
Stafford, I believe you mean the one where you go up after. You mean when you go up after the B ring skip, the B ring? Ah yes, that one is really annoying. I had my fair share of dead runs just because of that stupid hitbox. I think I know which one you're talking about, Safor.
You can get absolutely destroyed in basically every section of Screech because
True.
Good.
That's not wrong.
Yeah, you seeing the Dixie K rule fight? Probably just
Also, that Ryan agreed.
This is your last chance to post orders for Red R, by the way.
There you go.
Bless.
But also, I want to thank you, everyone, who are actually watching right now.
Yeah.
So,
shout out to all the people out there in the stream, all the fans, everybody who showed up to race, everybody, like I said earlier, who got into this game or picked this game back up for tournament. It's really cool to see everybody come out because we did this like just within ourselves, like just the DKC community put together the entire thing, and I think that's really cool.
and also, shout outs to our man Bean, who is actually who is actually managing the restream right now. So big ups for Bean, by the way. Thank you very much, Bean, for actually taking the time as well.
Big shout outs to Gil for doing a lot behind the scenes. Big shout out to
Gil as
for
well.
making the layout.
Nay, the Australian genius.
We got this is the last run of qualifiers after all. So after this there'll be brackets.
You got this, Red? Oh no! No! Oh man! Oh no!
Back to the beach.
Back to the beach. Oh my god. No! No, that was the very last hit. Oh no. You never want to sleep on Kirill, by the way. Oh.
The literal last possible second.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. Oh no.
What's really fun is because he got hit on the at any point in this fight and has to do an extra phase. Now K. Rool's gonna be like on the wrong side for every throw.
Yeah.
This is gonna be doing the fight in mirror mode. Dude, honestly, big ups for Red for playing it out.
Facts. Also, Red provided us with some very funny moments.
Dude, he's gaming.
Gaming.
Red is honestly
well.
the hero we need. Stubbed his toe. I think it's one more phase until he gets a barrel. Like you said,
Yep.
like I said earlier.
Man,
he was doing
I'm
the
just
fight.
so not used to see like
Yeah, he's
the
doing the
reverse
fight in
position.
reverse.
Yeah, he's doing the first like on the reverse. I'm just so not used to see that
it-
actually.
It's so disorienting, dude.
Not gonna lie, it's just it really confused. Not gonna lie, just
It's so bad. It's like it's so. It's not any different, but it's like it's impossible, you know. Oh, destroyed.
oh, jumping between the
Oh,
blues,
you got
my
it,
man.
though. You got
What a
it.
gamer! He jumped between all the blues. Let's go.
Of course he did. Red is an
What?
absolute legend. Oh, bye.
Oh. Yeah.
Team Rocket's blasting off again. Yo, right back in it though. The man's got the grind set.
I believe, Red. I believe. You got this.
Red's just giving us more chances to type otters for Red.
Yeah, we still have a little bit more time to spam it. Hell yeah. That's a good point,
Get him
friend.
out. Get him out.
Spam otter for otter, please. Let's get this done. But if I had to guess, in fact, Red is throwing intentionally for content.
Wow. Disrespecting my mans.
That's good content.
This has been fantastic content, honestly.
Yep. I'm not throwing shade at Red, by the way. It's just.
This has truly been a really race.
Without a doubt, a truly race.
So do you remember what time the other qualifiers, like the top three are?
Early on today, we had Alzin, who actually got a mid 39.
Yeah,
I believe we had two 41s. We had another 42, and a couple of 43s as well.
I know Void has like a really good qualifying time. Tonkatsu also has a really good qualifying time, if I remember right.
Eason, Halzen as well. They have very good qualifying
Those all have
times.
39. SBD has a 39, right?
SBD.
Qualifier.
I think so, yeah. Tonk turned 915, yeah. Void turned 902, yeah.
Yeah.
No 38s, but
Void
honestly,
missed the
39 is
38.
very good.
Void missed the 38 because he missed a throw on K Rule. And not exclusively that, obviously, but I was there. I remember pain.
Yeah.
Alright, we got purples. I don't know if Red knows this, but if you're doing this phase of the fight as Dixie, you have to roll jump or you get on.
Yep, just like that. I believe, Red. You got this.
If you're doing it as Diddy, you just hold left. Alright. Alright.
Come on, Red. You got this.
It's the moment.
We believe.
This is what you've been training for. Oh! Let's go!
Alright, let's go.
Dot
Red
run.
finishes with a 132.13.
Dot run, dot com.
Dot done.
That's the last qualifier.
Yes.
Still got time for a couple of people doing their asynchronous qualifier runs to submit theirs, but that'll be the last one that's getting restreamed. So stay tuned for the announcements of the bracket once we get everything tabulated. The math geniuses in the back do all their voodoo that I don't understand, and we'll be getting to bracket matches next. So yeah, Tournament is now in full swing.
Bracket soon TM, indeed. So thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you enjoyed the races and whatnot. Thanks Basement for commentating alongside me. I really enjoyed it. Thank you Bean for being the mastermind behind this restream. Thank you very much. Thank you to everyone, to all of the runners. Thank you everyone for watching right now. I hope you enjoyed. So is there anything else that we need to say?
Roll deep.
Yes, rolling unfathomably deep. And with this, I believe everything is done. So yeah, the brackets, they're gonna... Yeah, no, this is the seeding for the brackets. It's gonna be coming up. Oh man, I'm looking forward for the brackets. It's gonna be amazing. So thanks everyone again for watching. And there's one more thing that we need to say before ending. And it's, we're rolling out.
Rolling out.